Welcome to the living world of darkness. This is a scene for the Changeling venue. We're going to go and buy Concubine. And as with any good Concubine purchase in the far and deep dreaming, it starts with one of these. Specifically, us trying to kill it. Nose-Horned was hoping for good old Auroch or something like that to go and kill, but no, they ended up with a sandworm. So her and Astraea are currently trying to kill it. What is Astraea doing exactly? How is she filling this mighty beast?
If it's far enough away, she's just spamming Holly Strike. Just bam, 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 bam. If it looks like it's actually taking damage from it, at least.
Probably. I think it would be spitting acid as well, though.
Yeah, Oaken Shield.
Okay.
Oaken Shield, we can... Oh, sorry.
Oh, okay. Well, I would actually like to be on top of this thing trying to saw its teeth off. And also, there's little nightmares that are attacking it, too, because I can do that here.
Oh, then this makes things a little... If you're going for the teeth, Astraea does something particularly gruesome, and Holly strikes the gums.
Oof.
And just bam.
Damn, okay. I'm going to say some teeth fall out of that.
Yeah, just bam, 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 bam.
Yeah, I think, actually, if you just keep on attacking the mouth, eventually you're going to get it.
Yeah, just bam, 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 bam. She'll just sit here and do this all day, because she can.
Okay. After that happens, we're going to say you probably decimated a forest along with it.
No scene realm was used.
No. Okay. Well, the mighty beast falls back into the sand. And with it, Nose-Horned climbs down. Not too bad. You could teach me that someday, if you want.
Well, if you want to learn it, it's a pretty advanced thing.
Yes, I would like to learn that. If you could, I would need to get the teeth out of that thing.
Oh, don't worry.
I was a little bit worried you were going to destroy all the teeth.
Oh, no. I just destroyed the gums, loosening most of the roots and stuff. They just kind of fell down.
We actually need to go and sell the teeth.
Okay, cool. They're all intact, actually. Rude and all.
The hide isn't too good for this. It's very acidic. Although we might be able to get some poison out. That's a lot of work. Let's go and get the teeth.
Sounds good.
And while they're sawing at the gums and so forth, Nose-Horned just kind of casually says, "Do you think that maid is going to cause any trouble?" Saw.
Do you mean Ren?
Yes, Ren. What is she, by the way? She's not human,
She's a shape changer.
Like a puka.
Instead a wolf. In fact...
A wolf puka.
Not a puka.
We have those, They're in the Splintered Peaks. What?
Yeah,
we had one of them. It died.
Anyway, she's just gonna say, Well, you've seen Underworld, right? Have you?
No.
Underworld?
No.
Basically, she's what you would call a werewolf.
She's a werewolf? That Nose-Horned will actually stop sawing and just kind of stand there. Actually, I will say that for practicality's sake, she has tucked her loincloth up into herself, so it just kind of looks like this big silky diaper.
Up into where?
Into the rest of the loiny stuff, so that there's nothing dangling.
Okay.
It's
Okay,
very
cool.
diapery right now. It's bunchy.
There's a way to tie it.
Yeah, there was I think Aunt May posted a thing on how to tie it so you can kill a man.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Badass. Okay, so that has happened. She'll still have her jewelry on, though. I mean, God, there's still style. But yeah. She kind of stops and she goes, "She's a werewolf."
Yep.
I thought they had all died out.
If unless Central Park is the only place that holds werewolves, then I assume they have far from died out.
I was told that Flick and Kachina lie down with monsters. Do you think that that might be werewolves?
Don't know.
What of the sorcerers? Have they all died out? Brats of Lilith? Have they died out?
Rats of Lilith?
Yeah, she was a sorceress. She had a lot of children, too. Very troublesome.
What were said children?
They were sorcerers, except for they gave us a lot of trouble.
Like, what kind of trouble? Think you could list off a few abilities or something?
Really, they just kept on killing each other, and their nightmares didn't work properly either.
Okay.
They were just... Yeah, they were very frustrating. We just called them the Children of Lilith, and they were just a different type of sorcerer. What else? Ghosts, but I suppose ghosts are still here, yes?
From what I understand, yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Never really seen one myself, though.
Fair enough. They used to only come out, well, this month, actually. Soundwayne and Beltane. But, werewolves, really?
Yep.
How odd. I'm sorry, will you help me saw out these teeth? We're going to sell them for weapons.
Okay. As
You
Astraea...
can have one if you want. You can probably trade it for some jewelry or something. I don't know.
I'm a more practical kind of girl. And she just kind of twirls around her scythe and just rins some, like, gums away and just pulls out a tooth. It's pretty gnarly.
All right. Nosehorn looks at her approvingly. Nods. Carries on with her gruesome work. And I suppose it's not too long before they're able to get... there's quite a lot of teeth in that thing. Yeah. So I'm going to say that it's not too long before they're able to actually cut most of them out. And they'll load some up onto some boards that have already been prepared. And Nosehorn is just going to start dragging them. And she's going to keep a close eye on you. You have to always be walking in front of her. She can't take her eyes off of you, or else, she explains, she might lose you. And now, Lady Astraea, you usually walk the silver path, yes?
Yep, and Astraea's fine. You can drop the lady part.
Fair enough. Although, when I become High Warrior Priestess, you will call me by that.
Yeah, whatever. Is that an actual title? Or is that sarcasm?
Why would it be sarcasm?
I don't know.
I am a long way away from being that, though. That might be the sarcasm. Anyways, after some dragging, you see that you are far, far away from any sort of silver path. Deeper, deeper in the mist you go. The trees start to look more like suggestions of trees, faces in the trees, trees that are doing some bad stuff with body parts. No more trees. You start to see some odd rock formations. Looks like there's people in the rocks. Eventually you see that the rocks start to turn glassy, like obsidian. You know what obsidian looks like, right?
Yes.
Okay. Black glass.
Yep.
You get further in, and you come to a ledge. You see very suddenly that's a ledge. Nose-Horned stops you. And you look out, and you see what looks like to be this great maze. And Nose-Horned goes, I'm very sorry, but I need to mark your forehead again.
All right.
Okay. She pricks her thumb, puts that little symbol on your forehead again, which effectively means you're not going to get any trouble. And you go into the city. These are the crystal mazes of the fear blogs. I would take you into a camp, but honestly, I don't think they have all the resources that we're looking for. You haven't been to the Splintered Peaks, have you?
Don't think so.
It used to be one peak a very long time ago. That was before the war. You realize you were probably in that war.
Which one? The
War of trees. What other war would there be? In my language, it's called the Tessaraka,
if
but I've learned that you call it the War of Trees.
if past Astraea Greyhawks are a testament, I've probably seen a lot of wars over my period of existence.
Well, the War of Trees is the only one that matters.
Other Astraea Greyhawks would care to differ, but tell me more about it.
Really? Because I took part in the Second Crusade. My entire family died in that, and I still think the War of Trees is the only one that mattered.
Well, tell me about it. What happened?
Well, and she lowers her voice as you start to actually get into the city. It is one big obsidian maze. As you get further in, you start to see that the people, the reflections in the rock, are actually things that live in there. A lot of them are the antlered creatures that you may or may not know as the fear blogs.
Yeah, let's give myself a intelligence at he and Laura at a higher difficulty.
Don't get too close, they'll eat you.
Yeah, there's a
yeah,
single
maybe.
9. There's a 9 there. I'm gonna say that maybe like, those antler ones. Let's not fuck with those. By the way, it's the same tree. Oh.
Have you ever heard of Mosian Ray?
In character, I don't know. I don't think I've done a scene. No. Nose-Horned's brought up Mosian Ray.
Oh, okay, yeah, he's a fear blog. Okay, so you make your way further into the obsidian, the crystal maze, and Nose-Horned lowers her voice, but she says that was the Great War. It took place thousands of years ago in Ireland, back before it was even called Ireland, and what would eventually become Tara. And that was when the Fomorians faced off against the Tuatha De Danann. Tuatha De Danann gathered the true Fae. And the Fomorians gathered the denizens, and it was old versus new. We were hoping to push you upstarts out, so that we could regain the dreams of the humans. We didn't understand what was going on, why they had abandoned us. But your supply roads were better than ours. And I have to say, your supply roads have lasted for a very long time. But anyways, yeah, they were better. You had better resources. You were more in touch with the humans, and you overcame us. And that is why it matters. Because afterwards, you were fully pledged to the Tuatha De Danann, and you became their servants. The She most of all. They assumed the leadership of dreams and flourished from there on in. They even claimed that dreaming itself wanted them to lead. Sounds awfully similar to what the fear blogs claim even now. But whatever. Who knows what the dreaming wants.
I just know that people in charge love to say that an outside force wants them in charge.
Interesting words from a she. We're almost there.
All right.
I apologize if I call you slave. I don't mean it.
Okay.
Okay. So, you are going to start entering the market. You will see very many odd sights. You will see people that appear to be almost human, but with painted faces. You will see.
Astraea's good.
You will see older Fuaths. And you will see something that actually terrifies any Adhene. Because they're rarely seen nowadays, but ever since the Second Crusade, they've been making more of a comeback. Hooded figures. And they carry darkness with them wherever they go. And nobody meets their eyes. You get close enough to them, and Nose-Horned says quickly under her breath, "Don't look at them."
Okay.
Finally, you make your way to the marketplace. And, hey, Austin,
Yes.
can I buy a concubine from you, please?
Okay, what are you looking for?
Okay, Nose-Horned and Astraea will come up to one of the smaller venues. Now, unlike the crude slave auctions, concubine bartering is a much more civilized affair. They talk
No,
in terms
of course it is. Of course it is. This is what you got in front of you. Just let me take away the scene away from you just for a second. And I
No,
apologize
please.
if I do it wrong and terribly awful. But in front of you, you have a maiden. A maiden that pretty much runs this brothel slash concubine storage. Usually these girls, they come in, they serve for a little bit as, well, ladies of the evening for anybody to go ahead and partake in. And then sometimes there's a salaryman or a tradesman that goes ahead and actually takes them away from the brothel towards a life probably in their fancy estate or whatever have you. In front, you have the maiden that would, generally like to show you the wares, and the wares are actually right there. You can positively do some fantastic window shoppings as the ladies are just sitting there, kneeling there, I should say, and they're right in front of you. The only thing that separates the street traffic from these ladies is just some bamboo gates. Actually, you can actually reach out and touch them if you really want to. Just take in some of the finer white wares.
Lady Astraea, if you will follow me. I'm sorry, Astraea. Nose-Horned pushes past the bamboo gates and looks to see who might own this establishment.
Okay.
Certainly looks a lot fancier than she was thinking. She actually worries that the wares they have might not be good enough for this place.
By wares we mean concubines, right?
No, by wares we mean like ivory teeth. Massive ivory teeth.
Okay.
Okay. You're presented with the entryway. You're presented with this very, very plump woman that pretty much wraps herself around the finest dream silks you've ever seen. Her face is really damn expressive, really fucking wide. You could probably swear that you could be eaten by that frog mouth if you really, really got too close. But she goes ahead and greets you, blah blah blah.
We're looking for a concubine.
Blah 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 blah. which roughly translates into, yes, of course you are. Why would you be here otherwise?
Grandmother, we have quite a lot of ivory, suitable for spears, weapons, food.
Blah, blah, blah. Goes ahead and taps the desk before her.
I can also burn it as a sacrifice to a fear blog if need be.
Blah, blah. Let me see the merchandise.
All right. And she pulls back. She tells her to take no notice of her slave and motions to Astraea there. Oh, by the way, at this point, Nose-Horned is one of the few Adhene that can speak English and Goldic and the Dreaming. So she's going to be speaking the Adhene tongue to this woman. So Astraea probably shouldn't understand what they're talking about. So anyway, she pushes aside her slave and she shows off all the ivory and all that, all the lovely little teeth. Hoping it's enough.
The plump frog woman will go ahead and look at all of this. Go ahead and scratch her literal flabs of skin under her neck. Draw one or two of these out, look at them quite circumspiciously, and simply say, blah, 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 blah. Which roughly translates into, yes, this is pretty good. One of these could buy you a night with one of these ladies. All of them would be able to, ferry away one of these ladies to your own private care, but only the first tier, the bottom row, the first floor. Now, blah, 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 looking over to the slave, if you were to go ahead and exchange that one in, as well as all these fine wares, you may be able to get more top shells, blah, 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 blah. The upper floor.
Nose-Horned takes a look at Astraea. Grandmother, we're actually looking for a male.
Goes ahead and coughs to herself. Oh. Well then. Goes ahead and throws her hands up in the air. Right. He's going to go ahead and point you in the direction towards the cellar, actually. The frog woman goes ahead and says, oh, that. Blah, 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 blah. Male concubines, not necessarily well in demand. You do find a niche. I mean, I've enjoyed a few of those pretty boys downstairs. For this, looks over at the tux again. Okay, fair enough. I'll hold this. You go downstairs. I'll go ahead and send one of the girls down after you. You look around there, see what you like. We got 3 of them down there at the moment. One is very, very buff, very, very robust. Other one is more rotund, but more lovin' for the more stuff for the lovin'. And the other one is a hoity-toity one, twink. Some people appreciate that, not many.
This concubine is to be a gift for somebody, Grandmother, and the person in question, I very much worry that they won't be able to have enough heirs. I've seen their mate, and I'm very concerned. So who do you think would be the most fertile of your males?
Goes ahead and scratches, again, the double flabs underneath her chin, says blah, 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 blah. The rotund one, not the buff one, not the skinny one, the rotund one. He has much seed.
Thank you, Grandmother. With that Nose-Horned bows
much
slightly.
Seed. Much seed.
Steadies herself. And motions for Astraea to follow her down to the fucking cellar. As a token of goodwill, we're going to leave the teeth here.
Of course, you're going to be escorted by one of the working girls.
Alrighty, let's go look at the men.
How attractive is is this working girl?
Oh,
She's not attracted enough to be sold for her flesh.
Okay, so Astraea doesn't need to make a willpower roll to keep from checking her out.
Nope.
Hey, Astraea hasn't gotten on in a very long time. It's been a
I thought
while.
Astraea just had sex with herself a couple hours ago.
Oh no, we kind of
Ew.
we fixed that into they made out and fooled around, but they both decided that this was kind of cheating, so they should stop.
God, you're weird. Okay, whatever.
Somebody has probably not heard about the news. I will keep my mouth shut.
Oh, I have. Astraea
Out-
hasn't. That's gonna be
out of
fun.
character. Out of character, we did.
Yeah.
But okay. So, anyways, down to the cellar we go to look at the men. So, Bob, what are the men like?
Well, the muscular one is pretty muscular. He's like a very, very large man. He's sullen, but he's not outright combative, especially around someone who's obviously a free person. He's been properly worn down, but he doesn't look too happy about it. The rotund one, just kind of staring off at the opposite wall. It's very, very obvious that he's crawled into his own mind for a moment. Whatever he's contemplating, it must be interesting. And the skinny one, we'll put it that way, is lounging on one of the benches, and if there are no benches, the floor, smoking what looks like a pipe of something. You can't really tell, but he likes it.
So, basically, Astraea's reaction. She walks down, sees the muscular dude, and she's like, in the back of her head, she's like, too muscly. Looks over. He looks spacey, but I don't know. And then she looks down at the hoity-toity one that looks like she could break really easily. And that's the one she kind of likes.
The working girl goes ahead and hops up to your ear and simply says, "Much seed," pointing at the rotund one. Much seed.
Men, I'm going to buy one of you. And I will take you to the realm of humans. A realm that you have probably only heard of in myth. But I assure you, they really exist. Perhaps they are not as corporeal as we are used to. But they do exist. And if this frightens any of you, then I have no need for you. So, are any among you cowards?
You have their full and undivided attention. This is a free woman talking to them, and while they won't look you in the eye, they will certainly look you in roughly the throat to show you that they are paying full attention to every word you say. Even the rotund one has snapped out of his reverie. They don't approach. They haven't been told to do the lineup. But even that one that was lounging is sitting upright and has set his pipe aside. None of them answer to being cowards, though you get the sense in the skinny one that this is more out of fear of lowering his price than anything else.
Okay. Okay, so she's concentrating on the muscular and the rotund one now. You two, what languages do you speak?
The muscular one takes a moment to clear his throat, and his player has no idea what range of languages they'd have access to.
Make up some shit.
In my time, I spoke what some now call Latin. I also have picked up English. Once the muscular one finishes with his... Yeah, it sounds almost like there's something in his throat that he has to struggle around every time he talks, but he's making a genuine effort. The rotund one, however, almost looks a little saucy. Oh, his language, Greek, Spanish, English, obviously, and just a little touch of Adhene.
Just a little bit of Gelda. What?
Well, I am a
Explain
slave.
yourself.
They don't like us to fully understand when those above our station speak. It breeds nosiness.
You are a useless concubine. We will take the muscular one.
Very well. And the muscular one doesn't say anything, but looks submissive enough. He's ready to be taken. He just doesn't want to say something you don't like.
She turns back to the woman if she's still there. We're ready to buy that one.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Muscular
The
one.
working girl goes ahead and, yeah, she'll go ahead and nod her head, say, yes, ma'am, yes, lady, whatever the proper honorific happens to be. Go ahead and look to Astraea again, sort of mouth the words, much seed.
Apparently, it will only
Walks
breed
over.
submissive people.
Actually, you could make a P&E on the hefty one if you like.
Okay.
All right, there's.
I'll tell you right now. She wanted something that was better than just a slave. She wanted something that could one day be a lieutenant.
All right.
Okay. So, I fail.
Well, then whatever he just told
not
you
very
about his
touchy-feely.
linguistic capabilities seemed absolutely legitimate. He's terrible.
Oh, what language was he speaking? I'm sorry.
Well, they would have all been speaking Geldic, Adhene.
Yep, except for the hefty boy.
Oh, then I can't even do perception empathy because I
No,
didn't
the
understand
hefty
a
boy
damn thing he
spoke
was saying.
English because he only
Yep.
speaks a touch of Gildic after all.
Yep.
So they're taking the muscular guy for better or for worse.
And
What
he has
actually?
much seed. His deception, perfect.
Muscular dude is probably the Fuath like herself. It would be insulting in a city like this to get a fear blog like that. So they all have animal affinities. They're not like Puka where they turn straight into them, or they're not like satyrs where they're only like goats. But they have animal qualities, and they can get more and more animal-like if they get angrier. So what sort of animal affinity does this muscular dude have?
Well, in better
It has to
times,
be a predator.
this one was a bear.
No, cool.
Motherfucking Gural.
Yeah. Well, actually, it's the dreams of Grawl.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, like mine. One of the things that it has for her is dreams of Naga. But shh, they don't exist.
Of course they don't.
Okay. Okay, so bear. Cool. Let's go and buy you.
As you wish.
Yeah. Working girl goes ahead, walks off to retrieve the muscular man and pretty much process him for exiting work at the brothel.
And as they're checking out, Nose-Horned is going to ask him if he sired any children.
Not as many as that one. But a fair number.
How recently? When was the last time you had a child?
Time is hard to tell in that cellar, but 2 months ago,
Holy fuck, really?
a child of mine was born healthy and strong. The
You had a fool. You started a fool 2 months ago.
So I did.
Fuck, I'm kind of tempted to take you as a concubine of my own. Okay. There. Let's Wow. Let's buy you quick. 2 months ago. She keeps on looking at you out of the side of her eye, like, oh my god. Actually, she's going to do a perception empathy. She doesn't quite believe it.
Go for it.
God damn it! If I can understand, I would do an intelligence Adhene lore.
Yeah, you see her freaking out at something he said. Okay, so she has a little bit, like, he is telling the truth? He's not exaggerating anything?
He's telling the truth as far as he knows it. You have to remember that he, for the majority of his time, is kept in spaces where it's not easy to judge time.
Okay. Cool. Bentley is a very lucky man. Okay.
Wait a minute.
What?
I think Astraea just dawned on something too.
Okay, well, Nose-Horned turns to Astraea. What is it?
Just, are we buying a man so that way he can reproduce with another man?
Or a woman, I suppose. Bentley does have a mate.
Right.
If it happens in our land, it really doesn't care.
Okay.
Whoever is dominant gets the other pregnant.
It doesn't work like that for us.
Well, I find that to be very silly. But
Well,
yes, I have
well,
noticed.
okay. Here's the thing. For me, it's kind of different because I exist in a very, very strange way.
We have a kind amongst us that are solely female, but yet they still reproduce with each other.
Well, it's not a matter of, like, a want. It's a matter of ability or just capability to begin with.
Among my kind, females are seen as those who are cooperative and can form packs. Males are seen as those that can go out, scouts and lone fighters and so forth, mercenaries. So yes, I understand in some sense that there are supposed to be different roles assigned to different genders, but I don't think the ability to be pregnant, the idea that it should be relegated to one gender is newer to me.
I can explain it to you at home, mistress, as she kind of just glances around.
Well, yes, so let's take this man.
Austin's left.
I know, which means that we got him, he's ours. Come on, muscular man. What are you called by?
Before I was brought down by hook and crook, I was known as Oron.
Oron. Okay. Well, Oron, we will take you to the realm of humans, and we'll find you a body, and then we'll give you to this Bentley. Now, it's going to take some time to find you a body. You understand? But when you do, you will have to show it who's boss. You'll have to take over that body. I can help you with that. In the meantime, though, you will have to stay in my camp, in my lands, and you must not move from there. Actually, before I give you as a concubine and you get your own rights, Astraea, did you want to, and she points to Alrun.
Do I want what?
Oh, he's ours now. Do you want to?
Wait, do you mean
Yes.
she has him in this?
Yes. Any child he has by you would be yours.
Sorry, you're a very attractive person, but I'm already in a committed relationship.
So be it.
I am of the RMA, and sex means little to me. And Nose-Horned shrugs. And with that, they exit the crystal maze. It takes some time, but they lead him out, and they begin to clear the mist very slowly. And they come back to the camp of Nose-Horned. She asks Astraea politely, although Astraea does still have the symbol on her forehead, to wait on the outside of the camp. Nose-Horned rushes in with Auron and shows him to our tent. Auron, it's actually a very little tent because I don't have a lot of status amongst the 18. I'm working on it. And she will tell you that there are actually recently Miori in her camp, so don't look them in the eyes.
I understand.
At the very latest, it will take me the cycle of a full moon to come back for you, but I think it'll be a lot sooner than that. I do have food there. Can you send dreams, actually?
It has been a very long time since I tried.
Okay, in 3 days I will send a dream to you to check up on you, all right?
Very well.
Okay. And with that, Nose-Horned just leaves you in the tent and scampers back to Astraea. All right, then. Let's go back to Earth.
Cool.
Okay. And if you guys are okay with that, we'll end the scene here.
Sure.
Yeah, we got ourselves a man!